Good morning. It's Monday, March 2nd. And if you're looking at your screens right now and all you see is red, well, you're not alone. We have a lot to unpack this morning, so let's get right to it. All right, our top story, and really the only story that matters for markets right now, the world is a very different place than it was on Friday. Over the weekend, we saw coordinated U.S. and Israeli military strikes launched across Iran. And as you can see here, this was a massive operation. We're talking military sites, nuclear facilities, key leadership infrastructure. The stated objective here? It seems to be nothing short of toppling the regime. But here's the headline that has sent absolute shockwaves across the entire globe. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, has reportedly been killed in these attacks. Let that sink in for a second. This isn't just a military escalation anymore. This is a moment that could redefine the entire Middle East for generations. And Iran's response? It was immediate and it was furious. We saw retaliatory missile strikes lighting up the skies almost instantly. Their targets? Israel and U.S. military bases all across the Gulf region. We're talking the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, you name it. Suddenly, the entire area has become a live fire zone. So, what does a geopolitical earthquake of this magnitude actually do to the markets? Well, as you can imagine, the reaction has been swift and it has been brutal. What you're looking at is a classic textbook flight to safety. Investors are dumping risk assets like stocks and are just piling into hard assets. Take a look. Brent crude is already up a staggering 13%. Gold, the classic go-to in times of crisis, has popped more than 2%. And all of this is before the opening bell. S&P 500 futures are already down a full percent. So why the massive spike in oil? It all comes down to one place, the Strait of Hormuz. This is the world's most critical maritime choke point for energy, and right now it is effectively closed. We're talking about 20% of the entire world's daily oil supply suddenly at risk. And analysts, they're already starting to talk about triple-digit oil prices if this blockade holds. And this ripple effect isn't just in oil and stocks. It's hitting the currency markets hard too. When fear takes over, investors run for cover, and that cover comes in the form of so-called safe haven currencies. We're seeing a huge strengthening in the US dollar and also the Swiss franc and the Japanese yen. It is a pure risk-off morning. Right now, safety is the only game in town. But, and this is where things get, well, kind of weird. While one part of the world is on the brink of a massive war, another part, the world of tech and high finance, it feels like it's operating in a completely different universe. Just think about this number for a second. $1.75 trillion? So what is that? That's the new target valuation for Elon Musk's SpaceX, which is apparently gearing up for a historic IPO after merging with xAI. While most of us are watching the world brace for war, Wall Street is bracing for one of the biggest public offerings ever. The disconnect is just profound. And you can see this split personality market perfectly captured by what's happening in AI right now. It's like two sides of the same coin. On one side, you've got OpenAI closing a mind-boggling $110 billion funding round. But then, on the flip side, you have Block laying off 4,000 people, with CEO Jack Dorsey pointing the finger directly at, you guessed it, the efficiency of AI. It's the ultimate creator and the ultimate disruptor, all at the same time. And just in case you thought the mega deals might take a breather this morning, think again. Apparently, BlackRock and EQT are in talks to snap up power company AES Corp for over $12 billion. It just goes to show you, even on a red alert morning like this one, big money never, ever sleeps. So that brings us to the big question for all of you this morning, as we head into what is shaping up to be an incredibly volatile week. In a world that's being hit by geopolitical shockwaves on one side and technological earthquakes on the other, where are you going to find your safe harbor?